Ham Kushia. Na point gap na eda Arsenal any Liverpool muno 8 points. It no be a shame mu say Arsenal ebobo no ewo home die. Ka ombe to me at 8 points no so amana ba be 5. Nanka Sunday awiade Omar say Man City a very good record ewo home in the Guardiola era against team friend Liverpool no come to me pick points off team friend Liverpool. But boss play a real match no now Westham ashe Arsenal by 1-0 thanks to Jared Bowen header na otuminya no Mohamed Kudus yae own boss player onya a fantastic gamer now oye a huge threat on the transition and also say oye hold that play at the team friend West Ham but boss player and no man mienu and I'm a some kafa match you firstly yesha Arsenal lineup no Arsenal lineup no na front three no Trossard boss player Trossard number 10 because of injuries into Arsenal for use as a left winger. Right wing, Ethan Nwaneri and number 10 on also because of injury as a team my friend Arsenal use as a right winger and Mikel Merino a central midfielder boss player as a injury Yabono as a number 9. At the Arsenal for omo front line now no more de kwako share a Westham team the quality awosro a Westham team no be anim say obaba be defended no about transitions depending on the lineup or boy because one more number 9 bia Oyusu Jared Bowen as a number 9 now but a friend Mohamed Kudus nso wo mu bi eti a low block and transitions but she front line now no more kwako share this low block. Aaron Cresswell, Abrante fan Max Kelman, Jean-Claude Todibo, Wan-Bissaka, backline we now the front line we kwa kushia mwa. Ebeye day say ube to me manipulated that low block. It's on that day Arsenal for a struggle here because the front line no power nim. Both player power nim. Eti enyadia ebe buama Arsenal for a to me goals. Eti ahano untumi mlemu Mikel Arteta pi because they are one end of field here but more to me blame omo but for any perifona omoda Arsenal enim no executive vice chairman Tim Lewis, director of football Richard Garlick and a sporting director Edu Gaspar so among top players are improving the attacking line of team friend Arsenal in 2 transfer windows before the season and also in the January transfer. When the 2 transfer windows, knowing the squad are Ukra, knowing the attacking talent are Ukra, there's other 1 or 2 replacement. No one to me found the I'm from a mission there. I think in Penifono, I'm failing Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal fans roughly. And no I'm a team of fan Arsenal and me for a proper attacking line against a team. None the defense of Kwa and Sadanye, especially on away basis. It's our Mortimer, your friend Arsenal Football Club, and Osha Arsenal 4 forwards now. Number 9, Owuma Gabriel Jesus. Young Nelson in the injury problem. Kai Havertz and number 9. Bukayo Saka or only replacement at the right wing. It's boss player way there. Arsenal fans need to blame Mikel Arteta on the lineup not for the no. Dear honor and not for the but Yinina and Koma Richard Garlick, Tim Lewis and Edu Gaspar mo say omo tumi anto players amba be brief squad no ama Mikel Arteta by baby a obetumi ablame Mikel Arteta I say still now opasa onusu wide progression and the breaking down low blocks I had the clear tactics for Mikel Arteta who bought here Everton one shego a 0-0 who drop 2 points in that match. Home and away basis in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle boy in a 5-4-1 low block. So now Arsenal aim to me and break you down. SLC in the league abra omo call St James Park no. And what's about Etia Westham? Nina omo boy in the low block. Nina Arsenal struggle say omo to me break you down because the emphasis on the progression, the emphasis on locking the block no. Say you better wide progression rather than central progression. But I mean can't say wide progression and yet because who in instances are Barcelona the ball be mal me yama Barcelona the ball be mal handle body so omo dribble through the block. Real Madrid the ball bako come Vinicius on the left. Real Madrid the ball bako come Rodrigo on the right. So omo unlock low blocks no. But players still mobile players see our talent in terms of 1v1s. But Trossard the 1v1 not to say Ethan Waneri ni 1v1 is to say and tactics now on the wide area say a bit more facilitate wide progression to say teams now teams no obia hu saade no and usha Facebook a and da so no bra Facebook bra YouTube talk more gh na bra behwe obo say one kwadru wide area hona na teams ni na push omu players no to defend the wide areas. It you can count about 5 or 6 Western players in the wider area trying to defend the wide progression of Arsenal. This is a problem. I say Mikel Arteta it will try not solve it. So one solve it there constantly low blocks no will be a thorn in the flesh of team and friend Arsenal Football Club. Line up no don't mean blame no. But the tactics in a choir of the first one breaking down low block no and a boss player able to me afford to coach a friend Mikel Arteta. The title no main cast a lost but boss player with a difficult header for team and friend Arsenal to cut the point gap no matter to team and friend Liverpool. Yamma Westham for Swabaso and Kudus particularly say to me a must have fantastic performance now Obo Westham and to me win. Boss player I am called the Etihad Stadium Abra Man City any Liverpool ever this year. Me catch you say 2000 since 2016 team my friend in Liverpool and double over team my friend Manchester City say on winning home and was say winning away. It is not add they say team my friend Liverpool back the Etihad as a kwakwa team your friend Manchester City. Adiana esa woma one say a free say Guardiola ebe for Man City no enya de Liverpool atumi akwakwa winning over the Etihad. It is a Liverpool Etihad bia Pep Guardiola eya edin say Liverpool ebetumi ahye team friend Manchester City. During the tactical analysis boss player me body details bebre so me catch you say City ya club bia omo out of possession block no physicality ni but so now omo defend with the high line. It took Liverpool second goal now it came from a high line sequence. Me catch you say Liverpool Madrid say on press in a zonal way mostly the pressure on the ball is passive. It will relieve control to team and friend Manchester City. It will in the first half acquire Liverpool Madrid say on press high number Madrid so on 4-2-4 normal zona allow team and friend Man City and move to me ball. But me catch you say team my friend Liverpool 4-2-4 no ma who say so mo koko share team bia omo use double tens in the half spaces bia Liverpool struggle. Me kind on the Saturday me use emphasis on the Chelsea game, me use emphasis on the Manchester United game. So we shall ball bia in the first 15 minutes. If it was a Manchester United side of the 2022-2023 season, maybe they could have scored 2 or 3 goals. They effectively manipulated the 4-2-4, but the execution of the players, what player and not to say has City for tactics, I told them be a Guardiola and right, but some players be execute tactics, a quite problem at the Manchester City. Now here had Liverpool 4-2-4, and we did defending. There is a double pivot on 15. It's 2 Nigerian 15. What you man say? Opponents ni pivot no but also be start taking care of the number 10s. It's a no and a double pivot no adwuma because on per se o center back no constantly obe pie free shape nim no aba outside aba be take number 10. It's double pivot no o hwe 6 no na so sa hwe number 10 no enso biom. Now 4-2-4 the main aim is say yam block passing lanes in central. It is 4 no movement just zonally no more block passing lanes now ever centrally particularly to the pivot of Manchester City. So the way to mean progressible no centrally. That is one advantage. And also another advantage is say because you say I have 4 and a day anymore so to me regain the ball no higher up the picture you are transitioning with 4 players. It's a mal transitions no boss player deadly in terms of say who use 4-2-4 or 5 coach mami. Oshama to be Erling Haaland and to me a movie. It's Pepe and I've been say obey Yusuf Foden as a false 9. Now Foden as a false 9. Omar Mamus in one half space, Kevin De Bruyne in another half space. Vadio na nyadia or inverted, but now we could lose any inverted. The problem was so for Nigerian money block central lanes now. Rukolu with Sabe inverted into person lanes. Aqua Command Ranger Savino. But Kevin De Bruyne, Yamano, you say, all moving from the central lanes, now outside the block. I deal with another Kopama, Ayapa, Abel Omusia Liverpool at Anfield. Eti Kevin De Bruyne ebe pie every block nim o pie every block nim a as one of the pivots no eti McAllister de bia on na ehwe De Bruyne etu bon se me the red arrow orange arrow bi a indicate McAllister or as o pie every block nim ahwa brother friend Kevin De Bruyne now so pie every mu dia aka one pivot that is Gravenberch so ba na do se o mama mus obehwe no ni wasa ahwa brother friend Nico Gonzalez eti ono so enya dia obetumi aban fifi abehwa brother friend Fifodin that is the first line. It is a Fifodin drop pepe na as one of the center backs e jump akokoka brother friend Fifodin ho eti debia particularly in the first 15 minutes na space the back line in time bia because of the movement of Kevin De Bruyne moving from inside the block to outside the block, now dragging McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, also taking care of Omar Mamouche and about friend Nico Gonzalez. It if Fifodin will be the +1 in terms of say overload team my friend Liverpool for shape no. It if Van Dijk to prevent the +1 it they be a step up from the defensive line. Never be marking. It now Kakunate. It is space about the baby Van Dijk eja hono. Aha, and then you Omar Mamouche, you take advantage of the space. It you constantly make these runs our space nim it make it bend run kakra ne be make runs no for baby Van Dijk eja no hono ba Omar Mamouche anya sa de no na ogina ho sa it de bia na e Liverpool comfortable with say Van Dijk APA no but say Van Dijk APA na for the enya ball no pe obetumi apeke pass it you say na Liverpool pa in the 15 minutes. This was as a result of Puna Pep Guardiola at the coin, believe City players no and taking advantage of the Puna Guardiola at the coin. The execution has been the problem of Manchester City. And yet tactics no kwa most of the time Guardiola nyane tactics no right in terms of the in possession. But players no akwa omo for tactics ni nya adwuma no mo de ahego. Eti you say the guy about Bontin obeji ball bi pass man Savinho a dangerous chance. Folding ebeji ball the command doku a dangerous chance. Eti omunya chances no oman take chances no amana goal scoring opportunity. Then in the 16th minute and so adjust. We want some McAllister pie. We want some Van Dijk debia so step up eba Folding so. And you send ya me center back debia on dropping from the defensive line and nimunti. Esa me pe kwan bi so me keeping me shape intact, particularly the defensive line. Eti any kwasa me center back ni pie bebre. Esa me center back no oda bebi eso oda. Eti 05 ko woni mame. Ubo se afei o instructing Curtis Jones say, "Wo abra be hwa ba friend Kevin De Bruyne." Etu hwe image na o se ka first no ka Kevin De Bruyne bebi ogina no ka McAllister ene beba ho. But now Curtis Jones and Kevin De Bruyne blocking the passing lane to Kevin De Bruyne. Now McAllister Okokosho Folding send a by Van Dijk and Kunate at the back line. Great tactical adjustment. It won't send a team name break. Won't a team no and no maybe room. It took him 16 minutes and to me adjusted his hard na Liverpool for Elsofano. It was a great tactical adjustment from Ancelotti, but also Man City not taking advantage of almost structure advantage at the Maomu. But boss player, Liverpool for a corner goal and Aaron breaks boss player. I feel set obey a set piece coaching. This is not the first shot corner routine or you beat your Wolves or you beat your Aston Villa last Wednesday. But I'm for Guama. The way or see you blockers educating space at Mohamed Salah. Young set piece analysis. Firstly, take a McAllister. A basa on swingy in boss or what me a swingy in boss. But on the trend to her as a short corner or a decoy, it's a trend and na ho. And no placing will be on the edge of the box on the bare second ball. Second ball either say a bare attack nor the ball shot. And now Obeboa a recycle play. And now say ono ebe say second ball juma defensively. It is so about pick second ball. Ni enko ball team friend Liverpool counter attack. And no team a player eto on the edge of the box. But omu good box nim. Me the red be as circle players so you can see Center City and you so hybrid pressing and a hybrid marking. They were combining zona and man to man. It you could see about 4 players in the 6-yard box. And now who about 4 players and so almost in front of the 6-yard box. But the Liverpool players and so almost on push City players away from the 6-yard box. It will Van Dijk, Kunate now, or mono air blockers. It Aaron Briggs as said that the top players to us say they will act as blockers. Mohamed Salah on the Wasrohono. It almost block Man City players no. Now creating space ama Mohamed Salah. No about the drop it in. But another one, baby, Sobazla and Robertson Dano. Sobazla Jidaho on making one. Robertson so blocking Obi. Say the bear Sobazla ever making a blind side run on about a friend Robertson. No to Yajibo no every McAllister. It's a one breaks or set piece coach no. Or you so blockers and boss player hey set piece now Real Madrid for year against my friend Manchester City and they do who sadi way. Obi a fan and Real Madrid ni Manchester City first leg no Jude Bellingham pembo bi o na chi ene hopo no but me di ti ne pembo bi ama ne be si po no echi eye sa routine na bi na Aaron Briggs ahweso ye o yusu blockers a creative space e di Masobozlai a creative space e di Mohamed Salah and a boama tima ye friend Liverpool etumi ni omo first goal. That is how important set piece in today's game and both players City highline asa cost to omo goal. A costume against Real Madrid in both legs. Asa costume another goal against Liverpool. Now they are one of the worst out of possession teams in all of Europe, not just England. They cannot defend in the shape. They cannot press from the shape. Spaces in them, physicality in them. They cannot compete for duels. It's wherever be a problem. Coach a friend Pep Guardiola AFC and still now also insist to say highline now no because wabo and dia ebuatima your friend Manchester City in the second half and so to so besisano ninsano it you say in the second half Liverpool enya less than 40% of possession obi you see the 4-2-4 no sometimes no in the back six no to say oba preventing Manchester City from getting space no more to me Ediasego. It was a very good defensive display from coach and friend and slot alternative from a back six to a back four double pivot no cry to me kwasa back line him amane that back six no yemo Liverpool for abaso ejuma and slot aye ekwa wasi adapting the tactics. Now Liverpool enye chaotic team nkwa Liverpool a control team. Crescenio Osi Yusu Mohamed Salah in terms of sending rest attack. Mohamed Salah to miss more goals on the counter attack. Crescenio was a team from Liverpool, a defensive shaper. Omu to me defended deep in terms of Omu defending in Omu own half. Yamo and Slot Tabaso and Mekakaya Obaye with just one signing. Otumia improving Liverpool team no tremendously on the title run. Send your DNA in there. Both player the favorite to win the title in England. For Manchester City there Ombenyano na season na ba wiye na ka boss player omakoko tuto players no ma starting next season because no man sheda nyemo in possession and also out of possession. But one player be born abasu in the City game Jeremy Doku. Although say ono so actually Trent Alexander-Arnold 11 times. But the dribbles no and to me a fan of my papa bia amre team no. But a good say what you never back to the best or taking on the fullbacks or causing these dribbles, progressive carries or the team no. You better so able to maintaining this consistency throughout the rest of the season. But more Liverpool no abaso for that fantastic winner, boss player Omonia. And one thing about this Liverpool side, they say, boss player in 17 games are Omasha first goal no. Omo winning 16. And Oma draw one for compare Georgian Klopp. Obakase first not Georgian Klopp Liverpool. Omusha first goal na opponent no to me tibesha because of the chaotic nature of sending na Georgian Klopp a born. It is not the be opponent no one chance. But with this answer side no Osego na the game is controlled. Yinya botre 4-2-4 nyemra nyeme defend kakra yenya counter attack na yabo yejibo na don't be overly vertical nyabotre nyempia ball no enu na aboama and slot etumi compete ye no boss player mo na baso for this fantastic year otumi with Liverpool but boss player Serie A no so nyambo Sunday team from Napoli any Inter over the weekend Inter SC Genoa coached by Patrick Vieira 1-0 thanks to a goal from Lautaro Martinez. But Napoli equal Lucia de Singaglia against Como Cesc Fabregas team no
say Como form
best player or hot top managers ne papa Paladino akwaje wo ho Thiago Mata ho kire na ansa na Kolomwani esego Simone Inzaghi kwado wo se ne ba ko eno sa ne bebo 2-2 Inzaghi wini ba ko no sa ne Inzaghi bebo 2-2 Milan ehye no atise coach watumi outclass ne pa Marco Baroni Lazio obese no 5-1 ewo no anu home
Milan win no kra no Fabregas kasa wo ho say as a referee ni sisi
yes any Atalanta de ni nya any Atalanta
de ni team no oma ko relegation ache omo ne Piacenza no ne Piacenza ne Modena mo na ne bosi
yes
it omo ba sa no na expectations no nheda enya de wo omo hianso mbeka league ni ba say Fabregas ama team no ayehu bisa
and boss players no de bam no Strafeza na Oboleche last season on a fantastic season with Leche. Asani Diao is one of the top young talents of Spain. Na Betis Munya na answer danfa and a call to France I think Nice and a come for Akofano. So far was goes pa and a omo guy back with Nico Pass. Real Madrid for young guy omo Kokofano. Eti o improve team with these young players. Okwo no one say more than one goal ubelusu because we dem obe say go Kokomo ha eso say more than one goal o say one goal abelusu onu so adwuma boss player oye wo no Fabregas bo adwuma pa enotumi ko say Antonio Conte by 2-1 it is say Inter leapfrog Napoli in the lead they say Inter no 57 Napoli was 56 and Atlanta etumi ko say Verona by 5 it is say Atlanta no so about 54 it is the gap between Inter and Atlanta 3 points. And the gap between Napoli and Atlanta 2 points. Over the weekend, Inter Napoli at the Maradona. And so
12 game.
Juve so any to tell because almost no muko umo the push war against Cagliari Ekonya 1-0 win. It is almost a point gap now between Juve and Inter no that first 8.
Okay.
And Inter so Napoli ko quotient Thiago Motta so need the ha ono so has obetumi take
interesting.
Yeah. Even Lazio that fifth no or 47 points just 10 points away from Inter Milan.
Okay.
It is a say the Atinsa league ni nyina I think German Bundesliga ni English Premier League no kwa no bia yi no ho.
Yeah.
Any Paris Saint-Germain mom they say they be on one but for the Italian Serie A and the Spanish La Liga there I think the boss play Mubesi it will go down to the last game.
But I say governor no ye refie kotoko and central for nchemu